Step aboard and journey into history with the Castlemaine to Maldon steam train, a living relic of Australia's railway heritage. Nestled in the heart of Victoria, this heritage railway offers a nostalgic escape into the golden era of steam-powered travel. But there's more to this charming route than meets the eye. Let's uncover some lesser-known facts about this iconic line. The Castlemaine to Maldon line is part of the Victorian Goldfields Railway, a not-for-profit organization that has kept this historic route alive. Originally opened in 1884 during the gold rush era, the line connected remote mining towns to the rest of Victoria. Its original purpose? To transport gold and timber, commodities that once defined the region's economy. But did you know that this railway was nearly lost to time? In 1976, the line was officially closed to passenger and freight services due to declining demand. For years, it sat abandoned, its tracks quietly rusting. That is, until a group of passionate volunteers came together in 1983 to restore the railway as a working heritage line. One little-known fact is the sheer scale of effort it took to bring this railway back to life. Over 30 kilometers of track were rebuilt, often by hand, and the rolling stock was painstakingly restored using traditional methods. Even the locomotives, such as the powerful K-class steam engines, were brought back from near ruin to their former glory. This scenic journey isn't just about the train. It's a passage through history and nature. Along the way, you'll pass through forests, gold mining relics, and even see kangaroos hopping in the distance. But what's hidden to most passengers is the significance of the landscape itself. Many of the hills and valleys were shaped by the intense mining activity of the 19th century, leaving behind an ecosystem that has since rebounded spectacularly. Another fascinating tidbit? The carriages themselves are a historical marvel. Some date back to the early 1900s and were used on Victorian Railway's luxury trains. Each restoration involves a meticulous process to ensure the carriages are both authentic and comfortable, with period details like plush seating and timber paneling intact. Arriving at Maldon feels like stepping into a time capsule. Recognized as Australia's first notable town, Maldon is a National Trust classified gem, complete with 19th-century shopfronts and a rich gold rush history. What many don't know is that the station itself is home to a treasure trove of railway artifacts, from vintage signaling equipment to original station master uniforms. And here's a fun fact: the Castlemaine to Maldon train is entirely fueled by recycled waste oil instead of coal. This sustainable approach not only keeps the engines running but also reduces the environmental impact, a modern twist on a classic experience. This railway wouldn't exist without the tireless dedication of volunteers. They don't just operate the trains, they maintain the tracks, restore the carriages, and even create special events, like steam train driver experiences and themed rides. It's their passion that keeps this piece of living history alive. The forgotten branch line before it became a heritage railway, the Castlemaine to Maldon branch line was often overlooked compared to more prominent railway routes in Victoria. Known as the forgotten branch, it was primarily used for local freight and passengers, but its isolation ultimately led to its closure in 1976. Ironically, this same obscurity played a role in its survival, as much of the infrastructure remained intact during the years it was dormant. World War II connection. During World War II, the railway line was critical for transporting supplies and troops to and from the goldfields and surrounding regions. Maldon's mines were also reopened temporarily to extract gold for the war effort, further increasing the railway's strategic importance. Ghost stations along the route between Castlemaine and Maldon. There are remnants of old, abandoned stations that once served small communities. These stations, such as Muckleford, tell silent tales of a time when the railway was the lifeblood of rural Victoria. Today, Muckleford Station has been partially restored and serves as a midpoint for the Heritage Railway, but many smaller halts remain overgrown and forgotten. The K-Class steam locomotive legacy. The railway frequently uses the iconic K-Class steam locomotives, built in the 1920s and 1930s in Victoria. These engines were once the workhorses of the Victorian Railways system, hauling both freight and passengers. What makes them special is their adaptability. They were designed to navigate sharp curves and steep grades, making them ideal for the Castlemaine to Maldon route. Historic bridge restorations. Several historic bridges along the route were restored using original materials and techniques. The iron bridges, which date back to the late 19th century, are rare examples of engineering from the colonial era. Their restoration was a monumental task for volunteers, involving extensive research to ensure historical accuracy. The line was once a cycling trail before the railway was restored for heritage use. Parts of the abandoned track were repurposed as a cycling trail. Local residents used the old route for recreational purposes, enjoying its scenic views and peaceful atmosphere. A favorite of film and TV productions, the Castlemaine to Maldon Railway has been featured in numerous Australian films, TV shows, and commercials. Its authentic period appearance and picturesque surroundings make it a favorite for period dramas and historical recreations. In fact, the train itself has been dressed up to resemble other famous railways for movie shoots. It's a steam train driver's dream. One unique feature of this heritage railway is its steam driver experience. This program allows enthusiasts to take the controls of a real steam locomotive, under expert supervision. Participants learn how to fire the boiler, manage the throttle, and operate the train along the scenic route. Maldon's hidden mining relics. While passengers enjoy the ride, few realize that the surrounding hills and forests are dotted with abandoned mine shafts, equipment, and stone chimneys left over from the gold rush era. Some of these relics can be spotted from the train, offering a glimpse into the region's rich history. Preservation of rare signals. The railway features fully operational semaphore signals, a rarity in the modern railway world. These manually operated signals are a testament to the dedication of the volunteers who maintain not just the trains but also the authentic railway systems of the past. Wildlife galore. The route is home to an abundance of wildlife, including kangaroos, wallabies, and native birds. During quieter trips, passengers often spot animals grazing near the tracks or hopping alongside the train. It's a mini wildlife safari combined with a historic journey. Volunteer power behind the revival. When the railway was restored, it wasn't just local train enthusiasts who contributed. Volunteers from around the world traveled to Castlemaine to assist with the reconstruction of tracks, bridges, and rolling stock. This international effort highlights the global appeal of preserving railway heritage. A train for special occasions. In addition to regular trips, the Castlemaine to Maldon train offers special event services, including weddings, corporate functions, and themed rides like murder mystery evenings. These events often feature customized decorations and entertainment to create a truly unique experience. Handmade railway sleepers. When rebuilding the line, volunteers and engineers used a mix of old and new techniques, including hand-making wooden railway sleepers. This labor-intensive process ensured that the track would retain its historical authenticity while meeting modern safety standards. Heritage machinery in the workshops. The workshops at Maldon Station house rare machinery used for restoring locomotives and carriages. Some of this equipment dates back to the early 20th century and is still in operation today, preserving both the trains and the tools that maintain them. So whether you're a history buff, a steam train enthusiast, or just someone looking for a unique day out, the Castlemaine to Maldon train is more than just a journey. It's a story of preservation, resilience, and timeless charm. Step aboard and let the past come to life.